I'm going to be doing a collective reading. It's going to be a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to watch it, it's when the wisdom in it is probably going to apply to your situation. First of all, I'm going to see what your current energy is. Okay. So it seems that I am going to be challenging for a collective that it is in a place of transition, right? A place where there's no real clear direction, and there's a lot of opposition, probably internal opposition. Like you need to find alignment before taking charge, because you got the chariot upside down, which means that you are probably in a place of transition, like I said, a place in which you're not sure where you're going. So you need to first get in touch with yourself so that you can find out where you want to go. I think that a lot of people in these uncertain times are going through this kind of struggle, lack of direction, to put it simply. You find yourself in a place where you have no direction. Maybe it doesn't have to be because there's necessarily something negative going on, but probably because you are also having a lot of abundance of options as to where to go. It's kind of like maybe analysis paralysis. It doesn't have to be negative that you lack direction, right? It could also be because you could go anywhere or do anything. But let's see, what is the struggle? That is the current energy, but the struggle is balance. The struggle is finding the balance between, I suppose, between doing and being. So there is a need for balance, a need for harmony that is coming up for you. That is your struggle. And at the root of this is it's grief. There's emotional pain. There's heartbreak. Okay, so probably something recently ended for you. Probably something that felt like it was keeping balance for you. It is gone right now. What is it? What is that thing that was keeping balance for you? Was it a relationship? Was it a job that you had? There's the reason that you are lost. It is actually something that has to do with your emotional pain. And usually, before we can decide where we want to go, which is why you are in a place of no direction, where you lack direction, we need to clear out our emotional pain, because this tends to overwhelm us. And when we are overwhelmed, it is a sign, a symptom that we are not actually understanding our inner world. We are not in a good relationship with ourselves. In order for us to make a choice that is balanced, because at this time, any choice that you make comes from a place of, of lack, of desperation, even. And so there's a need to understand this pain, this grief. Okay, yeah, in the recent past, I see a partnership, a connection in the recent past. And in the present, you're struggling with balance in that relationship, with harmony in that relationship. So that was probably your focus, your sense of stability, this relationship, and this relationship being in uncertain terms, is causing a lot of grief. So ideally, you will focus on manifestation. You will focus on manifesting something for yourself. Okay, so I see that your focus needs to shift from thinking about partnership to thinking about developing your skills, your ambition, your desires. So I suppose that once you clear this emotional pain, once you understand and once you do the work to understand what you can learn from this pain, you're gonna be able to then focus on something that is going to bring you probably financial stability. I don't know why this is related to this balance, this the pentacles, because you got the Six of Pentacles as your struggle, which is why I said the harmony and the balance issue. And as your ideal, you need to be focusing on developing yourself, your skills. You know, when they say decenter others and focus on yourself. Yeah, there is a lack of focus because you're not bringing the energy back to you. In the near future. Okay, so this pain feels like it comes up for you because there's this grief that you have because there's a missed opportunity. Maybe this missed opportunity is to partner up with somebody that you consider very valuable, maybe in business or in love. But this reading has a vibe of you needing to focus on your money, on your stability, on your own skill development, and your own ambition. Okay, so that's why it could be that this partnership has something to do with work, a work partnership, or it could be because you lost that stability that you had when you had a partnership. Okay, so right now, so I see that in your current situation, you see yourself as someone that is maybe falling short of your own expectations. I see there's a harsh judgment that you have on yourself, that you are all talk and no action. You see how you have been perhaps lying to yourself, and there's a lot of regret here. That's why I see the grief, because there's a lot of regret. And I even see that you see in the ways that you have acted that wasn't ideal, right? You judge yourself that you see yourself as someone that has been manipulative, because you got the Page of Swords upside down in the way that you see yourself. And yeah, this grief comes from that too. There's a lot of judgment about you and a lot of beating yourself up. Okay, so yeah, people see you a little bit unstable right now. You got the King of Swords as how others see you. The King of Swords upside down. And the King of Swords is someone that has this quiet power, that is in control of their emotional world. And upside down, it suggests that you may appear right now as a bit emotionally unstable, and that you are in a way misusing your power. So we're going to pull some advice towards the end, because definitely this is all just how we are experiencing the world at the moment. It doesn't make it any, it doesn't make it absolutely true. It just means that this is like a rough period in your life. Okay? People are not necessarily bad, they just have bad behaviors. And this is all about shifting the behavior. Okay, so I see that you fear judgment. Okay, so you are judging yourself very harshly in anticipation of others judging you. That is the thing that you are the most scared about, being judged. You are also fearing this new phase in which the focus needs to be put somewhere else, needs to be put back on you and what you are capable of, what you can do. It is really asking you to develop your self-discipline. At this time, you are called to develop your self-discipline, and that definitely includes how you are looking at yourself, right? These harsh judgments that you have against you, you should just use them to understand what it is that you did wrong, so you can learn from it. Let me see the outcome of all this. Okay, so the outcome of all this is renewal, is solitude. It does seem like you are too much relying on external things in order for you to feel good about yourself. Okay? And this fear of judgment, you need to understand that this period of solitude, of contemplation, it's for you to gain clarity at what matters to you, what is important to you, without the influence of others. So the outcome is that you need to retreat from the outcome of others so that you can stop fearing the judgment of others so much. And you need to heal. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen here. And what that means is that you need to, like I said, realize what the lesson is from this pain and use that pain as your power to propel you into finding something that you want to bring about for yourself. It's asking you to focus literally on manifesting something, a financial opportunity, and developing your skills, your ambition, your desires. So yeah, you need to use this time to heal, to really heal. And it has a lot to do with your mindset. Heal your mindset. In order to experience, personal fulfillment, you need to, work with your mindset. Okay, and I mean, also you need to clear this grief that's stuck in your body. that grief that's stuck in your body, I feel it like all in my abdomen. That tension and that fear of judgment and that fear of making mistakes, that judgment so harshly that you have against you for having missed an opportunity, for having been manipulative even. Yeah, all that judgment needs to be cleared out. You need to work on that, to clear that out, because it's not doing you any good to stay there. Okay, so okay, it's asking you the spiritual part of all this, the part that is going to help you find alignment, is to surrender to divine timing. What that means is that there is something that you want to happen because it makes you feel so out of balance. This thing not happening, it's causing you so much grief and pain, this thing not happening. And it seems like there is something that you need to surrender to it happening whenever it has to happen. It doesn't have to happen in your ego's time. It's asking you to be patient and trust universal flow. Okay. It's also asking you to surrender to miracles. There is something that is very, very defeated about this energy. It feels very defeated, you know, and like I said, very, very judgy against yourself, very pessimistic. Yeah, it's very important for you to do some somatic work right now. I think, I don't know if the grief you're feeling, maybe you need to shake it off. Every day, do this, shake it off, and try to reprogram your mindset for the day. Shake it off and try to reprogram the mindset for today, and focus on what it is that you would like to see your life turn into. That is not very specific to a person, and that has everything to do with how you want to live your life. What is it that you want to be doing in your day? Okay, and it's asking you to surrender to miracles. So there is a part of you that has lost faith, and you know, it's pretty obvious for how heavy this energy is that faith is a big issue here. Surrender resentments. Surrender resentments. So whether this resentment is with someone that maybe you feel like abandoned you or let you down because of this grief and this past partnership that shows up, you have to find compassion for their shortcomings and for your own shortcomings as well. So yeah, there's a lot of energy that needs to be cleared out. So you have to remember this, that you are powerful. You are more powerful than this anxiety that is taking over you, this grief that is taking over you. You are more powerful than that. You don't have to accept it as this is life. You can transmute it. And lastly, this is asking you to surrender your comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes on yourself. Like I was telling you before, keep your eyes on yourself and what you are trying to manifest, how you want to live your life. Keep your focus on that. Focus on your own strength, your own attractiveness, and your own power. Okay. So those are the final advice that I have for you. But yeah, especially you have to surrender things happening in your ego's time. This is going to be a period of growth for you, and you are called to step into more faith, and surrender resentments. Also, stop comparing yourself with other people. So if you want to manifest something, don't judge yourself so harshly for not being somewhere else, or for not being where others are. Since you seem to be very afraid of judgment, that seems to be what comes up for you. You judge yourself that you're not where you should be, or what others think you should be. and you're beating yourself up for that. So yeah, lots of healing that needs to happen here. Lots of healing. So I encourage you to do it mindfully, to take action, to do it mindfully. Don't let this drag you down forever. Don't let it take you and keep you stagnant in this grief, in this pain. Move through it. Do everything you can to move through it. You owe it to yourself and to your loved ones, whomever loves you. You owe it to yourself mainly, not to give up on yourself, okay? Not to give up on yourself because someone else doesn't see your value, someone else doesn't want you anymore. Because of bad behavior perhaps on your side. But give yourself some grace. You were only doing the best. You were doing your best with what you knew back then. So that's why it's important to learn the lessons at this time. Learn the lessons so that you can then do better. And that is the point of this, so that you can do better. It's not to punish you, and it's not to keep you in bad karma forever. But it is to, this pain, use it to empower you to do better. Okay? I hope that this helped you. And I will be doing another reading soon to check on how you are doing after this heavy reading. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you so much love, because this is a very tough energy. And I want you to know that you're not a bad person. You just had a little bit of bad behavior that you can totally correct. All right, thank you. I'll see you in the next reading.